Happy Friday, everyone. It is Sherry again with Addicted to Yarn, and welcome back. And I wanted to actually talk to all of you, my wonderful viewers, my wonderful subscribers, and thank you once again. There are so many of you that I can't even begin to thank. I wanted to ask you a question though. Right now, we're still going through all of the different stitches. But once we get past all of that, I need to know what you guys want to do first. So are you interested in doing a fairly easy poncho like I was showing you before? Are you interested in doing that scarf with, or that shawl with sleeves? So basically it's just a wrap that goes around the shoulders, wraps either in the back or in the front, and then comes down into sleeves. So I was just wondering where y'all were, what y'all wanted to see, and what you thought of everything that's going on. I'm always interested in hearing what everybody has to say, and thank you for everybody who has left a comment. I appreciate you so much. And I think that things are going fairly well. I've had quite a few views. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, thank you to everybody who has been a part of this wonderful journey that I've started. I'm enjoying it an awful lot, and spending time with you has been fantastic. So to that end, I will now go back to, once I finished all this blab, I thought I would go back to doing our stitching, and we will do the double crochet today. We have done the slip knot, we've done the chain, we've done the single crochet, and we've done the half double. So now we're going on to the double crochet, which in UK terms is going to be the treble crochet. So we're going to that today, and I just, like I said, need your opinion. Once we get past the double, there's only really the treble to go through, and that one, again, is a super, super easy one. So I just want to know what you guys want. Do you want the shawl with sleeves? Would you like a poncho? Or would you just like a very, very simple granny shawl or a granny square? You let me know what you guys want to do, and that is what we shall do. Now, on to the double. Alrighty, so here we are with our little handy dandy swatch. And as you can see, all right, my single crochets, UK doubles, were very compact. The half doubles are a little wider, but as you can see, they're starting to go back in because I did a couple of rows a little bit tighter so that you can see the actual proper tension of them. So now I will go on to the double, and we will learn how to do that. But this one starts a little differently. So this one starts with 1 and 2. There is 2 ways to do the beginning chain or a beginning double. We're going to start with the easy one, and that is to chain up 2, twist or flip your yarn over again, just like with the half double. But with this one, we're going to skip. There's our chain stitches there. We're going to skip that first stitch because these chains take the place of that first stitch. And then we're going to go into the second stitch, go through those 2 loops of the V, yarn over, bring up 1, and then yarn over. But this time we're only going to go through 2. So we still have 2 loops on our hook. Then we're going to go yarn over and bring through those last 2 stitches. So let's do that again. We're going to yarn over. We're going to find our 3rd stitch. We're going to go through that 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull through. We've got 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over. We're going to pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. There we go. Now, technically, that is 3. So we've got our chain as our first one, our second one, and our third one. So now we're just going to finish that row going very, very slowly. We're going to yarn over. We're going to find that 4th stitch. We're going to go through, yarn over, pull through, 3 stitches. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over, and pull through the second 2. So that is our 4th, technically, our 4th double crochet. Now we're going to yarn over. We're going to find that 5th one. We're going to go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that again. Oh, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, as I'm making these, you can kind of see I'm pulling a little bit, so it's going to be a lot looser, but the stitch itself is going to be a lot looser. You can see that there's actual space now. There was space in between our half doubles, but there is a lot more space now between our doubles. And this provides a much lighter, not quite as thick fabric as our singles or even as our half doubles. This one, again, you can use this one for anything. A very, very simple, I made a very, very simple around home shawl, and I think the whole thing was made out of doubles and single crochets. That's it. That's all I did. Oh, and some chains there, here and there too. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go through, I'm going to go through, pull back, and I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that one more time, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So let's just double check how many we've got. We got our initial chain, which counts as a stitch. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That tells me I should still have 2 stitches left, and I do. There's 1 and there's 2. So yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, find that last droopy one. Remember, we were doing half doubles, and we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. There we are. Now, again, like I said, this is a very, very loose. I've made sure my tension is incredibly loose so that you can see the mechanics of this stitch. And even the back looks a little bit different than that half double. You can still see that third loop that I was talking about right there. I'm just going to put my hook through that so you can see it. So that third loop from the half double is right there. Okay, we will be working with that down the road. And then we've got our V, the V portion of it, and then we've got the stitch itself. Okay, so let's do that one more time. We're going to chain up 2, and then we're going to turn it. We're going to skip that first one because this chain counts as our first stitch. Yarn over, push through 2, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And again, like I said, very, very loose, and that is fine. When you're first learning, looser is always better. Getting used to doing a super tight stitch will cause you all sorts of grief down in the end. Having a much more medium tension that you can actually work with is always better. And you will find that your single crochet will always end up being a little bit tighter than the rest. So if you are working with multiple stitches, you may have to find as you get better that you still need to adjust. Because as you can see, this is a nice, neat, tidy little box. It's great. But as you can see, I'm a little bit wider, and that is fine because these stitches are designed to be looser than your single crochet. All right, let's get back to it. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. For those of you who are learning how to crochet for the very, very first time and learning how to become hookers, are you finding that you're having trouble with that tension and having trouble with working your little pinky finger? Like I said, there are all sorts of different tools that you can use. This is probably my easiest method because, again, you can control it. But if you're finding that that isn't working for you and you're just either slipping through or you're gripping too tightly, if you're gripping too tightly, take a breath. Be kind to yourself. It's okay. Learning is always a long process. And if you're finding that you're just slipping through and it's just not working for you, keep your yarn really tight on that ball. And then as you need it, just bring out a little bit at a time because you'll find that your ball actually helps you. And that's where a yarn bowl can come in handy too. If your tension is way too loose, throw that sucker in a yarn bowl. The yarn bowl will help you keep that yarn just a little bit tighter as well. And like I said, I did forget to bring it down again this morning. I'm so sorry. There is also a lovely, all sorts of different type of rings that you can use. I've got one that's a little peacock and I absolutely adore it. It's got a little black eye and it's pretty, pretty, pretty. I do love my pretty blingy things. And there are some that are just literally just a loop. They look a bit like a lovely snake. There are some that look like swans, anything like a bird with a long neck. And they're quite reasonably priced. You can go on Amazon and find them very reasonably priced. Do yourself a favor. Do not get a plastic one. Spend that few dollars extra. I think you can get them still for $4 or $5. Excuse me. $4 or $5 on Amazon. Going with the metal one is always better. The plastic ones do have little sharp edges. I don't have anything to show you here today. Oh, well, yeah, I do kind of. Like if I bring my finger, you can hear that the plastic has jetty-outy pieces. You don't want that because it will catch your yarn. So don't buy the plastic rings ever. Always go for that $1 or $2 more and get your metal ones. You can always go with really flashy ones and spend even more, but I don't advise that only because then you're spending an awful lot of money to get started. All right, let's get back to work. So we go yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do another. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. One more, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And looks to me like we have 3 because we still have our chain to deal with. So we've got 1 because that's our chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 2 stitches left plus the fiddly little chain that we're going to have to deal with. So I'm going to go yarn over, pull through, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to have to find the edge of your chain. And that's why we always chain before we turn. So if you can see here, I have 1 stitch, I have 2 stitch on my chains. Oops, hang on. Can't see. Sorry about that. Let's try that one more time. There we go. So there's 1 chain and there's the other chain. We're going to put our hook through that very first chain. So we're going to find it, and this is going to be incredibly fiddly if you've chained too tight. If that's the case, pull it out, frog it, and start that chain over again. We don't want to yarn over. Yes, we do. I apologize. Yarn over, and we want to find our chain. So there's 1 loop of, oops, hang on. 1 loop of it. There we go. And 2 loops of it. You want to catch both those loops because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to have a kind of a wonky looking edge. So you do want to catch both those loops and you're going to pull through. Again, it's very fiddly. Sorry. There we go. And there we go. I'm back to 3 loops on my hook and I yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, this is incredibly fiddly. This is why I don't like doing it this method. So I'm immediately going to teach you a good method on how to get a much nicer edge. You don't end up with a great big huge gap or a small gap, anything. It's just a really nice edge. What you're going to do is you're going to pull your yarn a little bit looser. You're going to hold very tightly, very, very tightly. You're going to switch that around. So you now have what looks like 2 loops on your hook, right? Now you're going to go right into that first. So here's my first stitch. I'm going to go right into that first stitch. It can be a bit fiddly. Pull through, don't let go, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now, this doesn't look 100% like these other double crochets, but it will look better on your edges. You can see I've got this little loopy out bit here because of that fiddliness we had to deal with. We don't want that. We want a nice straight edge. So we're going to do that directly from here on in. I'm not even going to teach you the rest of the way with a 2-chain start. We are going to start with a standing double crochet. This is, in my opinion only, the best way to do things. So there's my first double crochet. Now I can do them normally. So yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. We will do more of these standing double crochets. And I missed a stitch. Look at that. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to take that out right back to here. Okay. We're going to do that one more time. And I'm going to find my chain loops, 1 and 2. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's better. That looks much nicer. Sorry about that, everybody. So now I've got the last chain stitch I'm going to have to deal with. And yeah, you know what? It looks fine. A lot of people do it. I don't like the inconsistency of the hole. And if I were to continue using this hole, I'd have a hole here, nothing here, a hole here. And so every other row, I would have this big gap of a hole, and I don't like it. So let's try that standing double crochet one more time. I'm going to pull it a little bit looser. So it's about the height that I want my double crochet to be, right? Hold on to that, turn it around. So I'm holding the turn. I'm holding the turn because if I let go, it's back, right? So hold that, do the twist, come back and push through that first stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, holding still, pull through, let go, yarn over, pull through 2. So now that looks a little bit better. It still doesn't look 100% like the other double crochets, but it will be better than having that great big huge gap. All right, so yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll still be doing more of the standing double crochets. I'm not going to leave you stranded with it. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to go just a little bit faster now. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'll always make sure that you guys have enough time to wait up for me. Or catch up to me, I'm sorry. But this next row again is our second row, third row of doubles, So by now you should be catching the mechanics of the double. And if you're not, please don't be upset if you're not catching on yet. Just go back, start this segment over again. It'll be fine. So yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, let's count how many we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I should have 2 nice stitches to find and my fiddly double chain. So now we're going to yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, the last one, we've got to find that fiddly chain again. There it is. I've found it. I've got 1, I've got 2. I think I chained a little too tightly. That's okay. I got this. And I got this. There we go. So I've got both halves of my chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you can see that all of these have a nice consistency, and I've got that hole from the chain. But if you take a look at this one, no hole. It's the same as all the others. That's why I always do the standing double crochet. I never did before. I've only started doing this last year and a half or so, and I'm finding that my scarves that I do with double crochets, I do a oh goodness, it's a free pattern called Pause, and it gives you little pause, and it's called Filet Crochet, and it is literally just double crochets and chains. That's all it is. And it is just the cutest little pattern. It's got little paw prints all over the scarf. I will try to remember to bring that down so you can see it, or come visit me at my table at market and I can show it then. So now we're going to not chain, we're going to just flip. And again, standing double, I'm going to bring that up just a little bit, holding tightly, squish around, go through that very, very first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through, oopsie, pull through two. And there's my standing double crochet again. I'm going to do that one more time. Oopsie. And I pulled up my last crochet. Don't do that. There we go. Alrighty. Now, again, I'm starting my row, and you can see how uniform these stitches are. That's not going to happen for you right away. My first double crochet rows were all over the place. And again, don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. If you have to, rip it out. It's okay. Frogs are wonderful things. They're wonderful creatures. And doing the frog is more than fine in crochet. When you're a hooker, a frog will become your best friend. Rip it, rip it, rip it. Okay, let's try that one more time. So I'm going to pull that out just a little bit. I'm going to hold tightly, switch around so I've got what looks like 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to go through, I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And again, because I did it so slowly, it is not the perfect standing double crochet. And again, it is fine. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect. If you're so inclined, we can actually do that all the way along, but that would look a bit odd. So we will be using the standing double crochet on a lot of projects. You will get a ton of practice on it. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to do that all the way across now. And when we get to the end, you're going to actually see that it is much easier to find the top of that stitch than it was to fiddle with the chains. You're going to find that it is a whole lot easier to find that last stitch. Now that should be 9. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. So now I'm going to yarn over, and look how much easier that is to find that, split the yarn. Come on. I didn't bring my glasses downstairs. Sorry, everybody. So it's much easier to find that last loop. So yarn over, put it through that last V, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and look at that. Isn't that much nicer? Now, because I only did 2 rows with that starting chain as opposed to the standing double crochet, you're not going to notice a huge difference. I can see it and I don't care for it. But now I've got this lovely regular, it looks like double crochet all the way along, as opposed to that shorter, wonkier version, which leaves those bigger holes like that. Okay? So, let's do one more row just so we can catch that standing double one more time. And we'll go pull it up a little bit, go around, go through that first loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Now you can see because I did a little faster, it's a little better. If your top loop that you're holding way back here, hang on, let's try it one more time. If you find that this, which is the top loop of your stitch, is a little bit looser than you'd like, just shorten it up a little bit. So we'll shorten that up just a tiny bit, twist around, holding tightly, yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And see, now you don't have that big heavy loop at the top that I did before. Okay? Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to finish that row. We'll do one more standing, oopsie. There we go. One more standing double crochet, and then I will leave you to practice for the next few days. The next time we come, please let me know what you want to start on, because after the next video, we get to start on a project. And there we go. Let's just double check, make sure I've got 9. I've got my standing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And again, count. On those bigger projects, I will give you hints so you don't have to count 400 chains or stitches, because that gets a tad tedious. Okay, so let's do our last one. Again, I'm finding that super cool little thing there, and I've got 1 and 2. Whoopsie, I split the yarn again. Sorry, guys. 1 and 2. There we go. And yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, you can see how nice and consistent that edge is. You don't have sticky outy bit, sticky any bit, sticky outy bit, sticky any bit. Because what you're doing now is you're straightening up that edge. So what I will try to remember to do is show you a blanket that I did not do that with, because I do believe I still have one left, where literally it goes out, in, out, in, out, in. And I don't like that look. I like a nice tidy edge, just like my single crochet gives me, just like my half double crochet. And we can even do that with the treble. All right. So flip my yarn, pull up just a little bit, and I'm going to hold tight, flip around, push through. Did you see that? I thought maybe that was a bit blurry. Let's see if I can make that a bit better. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to pull it out just a little bit, flip it around. Oops, I got a little loose. Pull that a little tighter. So again, you want that to be about the same height as your row. So if you want to measure it by doing that, please feel free. So I'm just going to pull that a little tighter. Perfect. Flip it around. I didn't hang on to it, sorry. Hold on to it, flip it around, push through that very first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And again, it doesn't look exactly like your other double crochets, but it's pretty darn close. Yarn over, pull through 2. Oops, sorry. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm just going to finish this row. We'll do that standing double crochet one more time, and then I shall leave you to practice. I know I said I was going to do it last time, but we'll just quickly show how to do all this one more time. And yarn over. There we go. So that should leave me with 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this stitch will always look a little bit bulkier until you get used to the tension that you need to make that as even as your stitch below. It's not a huge difference. It's not as big a difference as doing the chain. So it is, oops, I forgot to do the last stitch. Okay, so yarn over. I'm going to find my, there it is, 1 and 2. So I'm finding the top of my first stitch there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so there we are. We'll do one more standing double crochet together, and then off you go to practice. And I hit my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Oops. So I'm going to pull that up. You can again measure it. See? Measure it. And I'm going to hold tight, yarn over, flip around, push through, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And there you go. So there you go, guys. There is the standing double. So I kind of snuck a second tutorial in this one, but there is your standing double and your double crochet. Again, if you're so inclined, you can use that chain too, especially if that's what you're used to. But for all you beginners out there and all you new hookers, I would really, really encourage you to learn that standing double. And I'm just going to double check, make sure I've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see just how quick that comes together so much quicker. I mean, we've only done a few rows and we've already got, what is that, 2 or 3 inches of fabric that we've got going here. Then we've got our half doubles and then we've got our singles. We haven't even come anywhere close to doing as many rows as we did down here. So this is a really fast way to do up if you've got a blanket that's, oh my goodness, somebody just texted me, somebody I know is having a baby, what am I going to do? Run out, grab yourself some really pretty baby yarn in the appropriate color, and now again, I've been doing this for a few years, I can have a double crochet baby blanket with a little cutesy border that I'll show you how to do. I can have one of these done in a day, in the appropriate size. And we'll also go through, once we start doing baby blankets, we'll also go through appropriate sizes and styles for baby blankets. I'm one, I hate boring. Doing this, yes, I've done it. I will change color. I will do all of that. Again, we will learn how to do all that. But just doing a blanket out of this drives me to distraction. I just can't do it. Even with the best audiobook or the best movie on TV, I get bored too quickly. So that's why there are so many wonderful stitches that you can play with along the way. But if you just need something super quick, do the double. It's wonderful. It gives it nice enough that little fingers can get through, but with a smaller hook and baby yarn, they're not going to. But there's enough that if baby's face gets covered, baby's not going to suffocate. That's why your bigger stitches, sorry, I kind of stretched that out a bit. Your bigger stitches are always going to be better for baby blankets. Try not to ever do an entire blanket. A border end up in singles, fine, but never do the entire blanket. Baby can suffocate. There's not enough airflow for baby to get through in the single. Alrighty, so absolute last time, I promise. Let's do a standing. We're going to hang on to that raised loop. We're going to flip around, push through and pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, we'll do it one last time and then you're on your way. Whoops, just lost my ball. All right, so pull up, hold tightly, flip around. You can see that is actually against my finger so that I'm holding it as my yarn over. I'm going to, push through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And there you are. So there you are, everyone. We've done a double tutorial all in one. We've done the double crochet, the chain 2 method, which again, I'm not a big fan of, and the double crochet, standing double crochet. This ultimately will be a nice straight edge. No matter what you do, this will give you a much straighter edge than doing the chain 2. It will give you a much more consistent edge without that nasty hole. And honestly, this is your best bet. Now, this is now a 30-minute video, and I promised myself I was only going to do a 20-minute video, so I am sorry it went so long. And I will see you all next time. Remember to be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. I am Sherry, and this is Addicted to Yarn.